Okay, Marianne, this is Dennis. It's the 22nd of October. I'm going to review your lesson from Monday the 21st. And this was your second lesson. And again, we're going to remind you of the concept of swinging down inside the ball. Now, one thing that we noticed yesterday and that we pointed out quite clearly is if that's your target, then that should also be your club. If the club is pointed over here, which is left of your target, right? You're actually pointed someplace over here. The club is outside your hands, right? It's outside your hands. It's not inside your hands. If it was pointed this way, it would be inside your hands. We'd ideally like it to be, kind of railroad tracks. So if your club looked like this at the top, you'd have a better chance of coming down inside the ball. But when it's outside up there, it also gets outside down there. I'm trying to make that as simple as I can without oversimplifying it, but look closely at your problem shot right here. That's a shank. You're about to hit the heel of that club unless you pull the club in at the very last second and avoid it. Which, even if you do not shank it, you will hit a very weak shot. So we have to keep the club arriving downward at the ball. And you can see how it moves out to the ball. You see how everything moves out to the ball? That's going to shank sometimes. That's going to hit the heel, no doubt about it. When you hit your worst shots, that's what's going on. So we discovered later in the lesson that if you can get the club up to the top, positioned better, like that, much more like that, now the club is in line with your hands. So I want you to notice the top of this swing versus the top of that swing. This is a bad habit. That's what we want to try to overcorrect. Okay? This is perfect. This is exactly where you want the club to come down from. So even that may be a practice swing. I mean, you can get yourself in a habit of doing that. You can do it when there's no ball there. You can do it. The lefty in you is not going to want to do it. That's not going to be instinctively correct. See, there's your real swing. That's the problem. Overcoming a bad habit. So please keep trying. Look. Put it this way: if the target's here, do your best to point the club over here. And you can have Peter or Isabel or someone stand behind you and say, "Please watch my club at the top." Dennis does not want the club pointed way to the left of the target. Right now, the red line is where your target is, and if I drew an arrow at your club, you see where it's pointed? That is a huge problem, and I've never seen a lefty playing righty who doesn't suffer from some degree of that. So keep working that, please, because I can't not get you down consistently inside. Sometimes you can readjust coming down with this move, but I can't get you down consistently from the inside until we are able to break that habit. And there it is again. Better, certainly better, pulled in a little bit, but dangerously close to the ball. So it's got to be a down move from the inside. You're going to practice your wrist snap. Snap the club down before you begin the shoulder turn, right? On the downswing like this. You don't want to unwind. Keep the shoulders closed as long as you can and snap your wrist down from the inside. This is a big brick wall or a big glass window in your house. You cannot crash into it. You have to come down in here. And those are the things that I want you to work on. All right, I'll see you next time, Marianne.